Have you ever woken up in the morning, looked down at your crotch, and recoiled in horror after seeing your dick in a state that it shouldn't be in? Take it from a guy who dated two sorority girls from Waterloo. That's a sight that will be burnt into your mind forever. This manga is a real dicksaster. We open with a guy whose name I could not tell you if my life depended on it, waking up to find a small girl standing in his room. Of course, Soy Boy brushes it off and goes to the washroom to take a piss. It's only then does he realize that his dick is missing. That's right, his penis has transformed into the girl that is standing in his room. This manga would make Grant Morrison weep with how well written it is. Unnamed dude and dick-shaped girl are unsure of how or why this transmogrification happened, but they try their best to get by each day, wondering if they'll ever be able to return to their original form. Two beings, one body has been done 1,000 times before. Body swap, body dysmorphia, and genderbender is so common and intertwined that even with a goofy premise like what's given here, you can immediately pinpoint the stronger elements floating just underneath the surface. The manga begins with hijinks and how the two learn how to coexist with one another, or the lack of each other, I should say. But it gets better. Eventually, Dick Girl ends up going to school with Main Dude, and more people join the cast. Yeah, every chapter does have like multiple dick jokes, and the girl is drawn in a phallic shape. Often she looks like an uncircumcised penis, but it's just a visual gag and a couple quips here and there. The story really is good. It's about a fish out of water learning how to coexist with other individuals who they've known about for a long time, but at a certain distance, not enough to actually interact with them and get to know them better. Midori Days, Parasite, Inside Mari, Attack on Titan. These are otaku classics that do the aforementioned beats well. While I don't think Cute Girl is as good as those series, I can see where the mangaka is coming from. Unichiri, the author of My Dick is a Cute Girl, understands innuendo well. This manga is so harmless and it reads innocently as the story progresses. It was tough at first. Like I mentioned, each page will try and go for some sort of dick joke, and that's not a style of humor that Unichiri is especially good at. The slice of life moments and the engagements between the characters, the banter, the dialogue between them, all of that is worth a few bad jokes. The depth of this series is playfully explored through the quirkiness of a supernaturally spawned girl who's learning how to assimilate to high school life. There aren't many romantic undertones in this manga, as the male and female leads are technically one person. This gives way to a goofy and touching atmosphere. Dick Girl's art isn't great. There is a lot of empty backgrounds and way too many close-ups, but this manga isn't trying to be a visual darling. It's a comedic slice of life, one that does it very well. I'll give credit to Unichiri too. He noticed when the story started to get a little bland and he introduced balls into the story. Yes, that's right, Main Dude, whose name I don't remember at all, he lost his dick and his balls. The fact that balls manifest into yet another pretty girl, but she's very different to the dick girl, and she's also a model. She introduces more characters into the scene, characters that have a pretty decent design to them, and all of a sudden, this quirky dick joke manga becomes something much more interesting. Characters are starting to realize what their self-worth is, and they're learning to see the best in others, not just from the outside, but the inside, what they can really offer you, how they can come to your aid, what it means to be a friend with someone who isn't really into the same things as you. I know I'm upselling a dumb turn your brain off manga, but it actually surprised me by how good it gets over time. It sort of reminds me of another ongoing shonen, Girl, You're My Slave. It has the same plot beats, the same delivery of humor, but Cute Girl actually has less fan service than Slave. So yeah, despite the subject matter, I would definitely recommend this one. Turns out My Dick is a Cute Girl and My Balls Are a Baddie is a 6 out of 10.